Howdy campers, and welcome back to another episode of Collection Log Completionist, the series where every episode is so similar you could play them out of order and never know the difference. A lot of these clips are going to be from before the Phantom boss released, so a lot of it is me trying to get money and stuff like that while still doing collection log slots, just to make some money so I can be ready for when the Phantom boss released. But I hope you guys still enjoy.
Hey, you 102 prayer. That's a funny thing to get here.
No way did we just get a draconic visage. I saw the loot beam and I got really excited for a second. It was a DFH. I'm gonna have to double check what the chances of that, but I'm pretty sure that's extremely rare for myth dragons. 1 in 10,000. So it's 1 in 32,000 to get the dragon full helm directly from myth dragon, so I guess I can't be too sad. But that is definitely not a drop I was expecting to get while editing a video. Alright, don't worry, I'm coming in with that copium, because the DFH is actually on the regular drop table, but the Draconic Visage is on the tertiary drop table, which means it's dropped in addition to the item you get, which means it's literally impossible for that drop to have been a DFH, because it's a separate roll that's rolled along with the Elite Clue and Brimstone Keys if you're on task. I was editing, so I wasn't paying attention, but that looks like that's the last ancient page then. My notes section absolutely completed and greened. That feels pretty good, not gonna lie. So we can copy that over to the log. And now I'm probably still gonna be camping here for a little bit longer while I'm editing, but we do have over 40 chewed bones from this last 1700 mithril dragons that we killed. So I'm going to sacrifice those real quick, and we'll see if we can get lucky on that dragon full helm. There it is, 40 chewed bones. It's a 1 in 256, so probably not going to happen, but a man can dream, right? Here's the log before we start. 84 chewed bones, that's including the 40 we just got, and the no dragon med helm, obviously. Or full helm, I should say. But let's see here if we can get lucky. This animation always takes super long, so I'll definitely speed it up. I just realized there's this message that I'm getting in chat saying you must wait until the spot's not in use, which I never even thought of. But imagine if this gave good loot and you had to like world hop to find an empty world just for you to sacrifice your chewed bones. That would be wild. Well, unfortunately expected, but that puts us about a third of the way to rate for the Dragon Full Helm, which is pretty sick. While we're on our daily farm run and everything, I figured we might as well collect from miscellaneous since it's the beginning of the year. And that means we can sacrifice some god eggs as well and see if we can finally get our first piece of the evil chicken outfit too. Collect resources. 9 eggs, that's not bad at all. I'll 100% take that. We've got just under an inventory of eggs. The slight dry streak continues. What a shame. Ooh, 108. Nice. We got ourselves another 100 Wintertodt crates here, and I've got a small list of different banks that people have suggested I try opening crates at for the Wintertodt pet. So the first up is going to the Inferno. Sometime this year we'll be back here to actually get our Inferno cape, but that day is not today. If we check out the Wintertodt log, here we go, just missing pet, 2 axes from Wintertodt itself, and let's get to opening up. And 1 lonely crate I forgot to open. Never lucky. Ooh, an elite. Ooh, another elite. Alright, that was a 325, not too bad. I died in Kefri because I turned on more overlords and forgot to trap the meleeer. But other than that, it was actually not too bad. I went up in the raid scale because I want to do a 350 so I can get myself the Missouri kit. So I think that's what we're going to try now. Oh my goodness. Whew! First try's the charm, baby. Oh man, I was starting to get worried there at the end. Usually I don't have any issues at all with P4 Warden, but I only got one Ambrosia there, so I drank one after the end of P1 because I needed the heals. But there we have it. I will gladly take that new collection log slot. Easy 100% chance. And I would just toss this on the assembler cape I've got right now, but I actually want to buy a new one for it. It's been a while since I've come over here to Mac on Mac's Island, so I should be able to use the assembler on the Mac's cape, and then from there use the crafting kit. Oh, I need a needle? Okay, whatever you say. So now if we try using it, there we go, very nice. And now the range setup looks much better. It's gonna look even better once I get that Missouri helm. Oh, that feels good to get that one out of the way in the free collection log slot. And that means we can retire the assembler. What? No, I didn't want to deposit all of my max capes. What the heck do you do that for? I jumped right back into another TOA, and the very first thing I thought was, oh shit, I accidentally missed my range switch when I was going from BGS over to my range gear. I'm gonna lose out on some dragon arrows. And then it took me a second to realize, oh, that's right, my range cape is just yellow now. It's gonna take some getting used to, or I just need to get my infernal cape now. Which I know, I've been seeing you guys clamor for it. Don't worry. It's eventually going to be in the works. I'm going to do it one of these days. It's on the bucket list for 2023. Number 20. Never rewarded. I was going to do some more TOA, but my Blood Fury has run out of charges, and I'm too poor to be able to afford a new Blood Shard. So we're just going to thieve ourselves one, I guess. We're gonna do a good old Iron Man style. I've been thinking about doing a bunch of thieving this year. I want to shoot for another 200 mil skill, and 200 mil thieving would definitely make me a lot of GP. So it's tempting. It's still only like 250k XP per hour, but it is definitely a lot better GP per hour than crafting, which was the other 200 mil I was thinking of. 103 thieving. Always nice to see those virtual level fireworks. Well, just missed it, but 104 thieving? I was not planning on being here this long, but this damn Vire doesn't want to give me a blood shard. We are at about 9,000 pickpockets, and it's a 1 in 5,000. So that's pretty great. But we've gotten like over 2 million XP, which is pretty cool because I'm a sucker for XP, what can I say? Oh boy, we are at 9,200 pickpockets, so I was probably gonna give up if we didn't get this by 10,000, to be completely honest. But I'm very happy we finally got ourselves some blood shards, so we can be done here. I actually kind of enjoy thieving, not gonna lie. It was a pretty easy 2.4 million thieving XP that I got there. Very nice, like a minute and a half PB right there. Actually, I think it was more like a minute on the dot, but man, never rewarded. Starting to get faster with these though. Another thread, nice. There it is. Yes. I'm coming right up to rate for a purple here. Yet again, pretty much right on rate. As oh man, is it Lone Gym Rat or Tansfang? No milk, no milk. What do we got here? Oof. That's unfortunate, but we'll take it. Cash stack's getting pretty low, so I'll take anything. Number 25, and we get the Expert Tomb Looter. Never with the back-to-back purple, shaking my head. Whenever I do Wintertodt, I always have Entity Hider on to hide people, but I always like seeing people's pets, so I don't hide pets. But, of course, then I just get to see everybody's phoenixes, and it just makes me sad.
There's some good stuff there, it looks like. Looks like there's a JMod here spamming a bunch of stuff on the ground. Bunch of party hats and whatnot. And that's another 100 KC. And the next person said I should try opening up my crates in the farming guild. So that's what we're gonna go for. Maybe it's the extra RNG that we needed. Well, it looks like a couple more pieces of pyro, but no luck on pet. And that there is 150 million firemaking XP. 3/4 of the way there. Really hoping I can get this pet soon, because I really just want to burn shades to 200 mil for those elites, but sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. That's just the way it goes. Maybe it's this next 100 crates. That's got to be what it is, right? This time around, someone said that we should try the pest control bank. I don't think I've ever used these banks before on pest control. I've only ever teleported here to make iron daggers when Charlie the Tramp still required you to make them yourselves. So let's open up these 100 crates. Well, that has absolutely got to be the most pyro pieces I've ever gotten in a 100 supply crate opening. What the fuck is up with this? Why are the tiles not? So I had a really dumb death in P4 Wardens, and I guess it just decided not to bring back some of the tiles. So now skulls are going to be impossible to do. If I somehow manage to cobble this together, which I think the fourth set's just going to be straight up impossible. Okay, or I won't move. Nice. That's such a weird bug.
I did not realize I was so close to an HP level, but 114 HP, not too shabby. Third gem, Eye of the Corruptor, nice. Not that we need any of those gems anymore, that's just kind of funny. This is just a quick PSA. I'm sure all of you guys are smart enough not to fall for this, but in case you aren't, make sure you never download a plugin from somewhere that isn't RuneLite. There's this guy, Hit from Zebek, who randomly found me at TOA and had been asking me incessantly for the last 3 weeks to do a TOA raid with him. So finally I caved and we did it 300. And while we were in voice chat, he was just constantly talking about this OP plugin that he has, which could let him see all of the Kefri puzzles before he did anything and helped him do butterfly better and everything like that. And he was very good at the game. And after we ran our first raid, he was like, okay, we're going to do a 400 now, right? Here, go to this website, download this plugin. And of course, I said no, because I'm not going to download a plugin from somewhere that isn't RuneLite. And he just instantly left the voice chat, and I haven't heard from him again. Because, of course, if I did download that plugin, I'm sure it had some sort of keylogger, and he would have gotten all my account information, and my account would have been absolutely clean. Please just be safe out there. Don't trust people if they tell you to download a plugin off of anywhere that isn't RuneLite. Alright, back to the video. That's all of the clips from before the Phantom came out, so here's us back at Phantom to do more kills after our original 500. In my original 500, I didn't bring any sapphire bolts with a crossbow, but Petville kept telling me that it was worth it to bring them, so I did, and they are absolutely incredible. So you definitely should be bringing them. A couple side notes though. I'm stupid and I bought regular sapphire bolts. Definitely buy sapphire dragon bolts. Also, for whatever reason, specking with the ACB gives you like a 70% chance for your Sapphire Bolt to proc and drain like half of his prayer shield. So also make sure to spec too, because I didn't think it made a difference at first, so I didn't do it. But yeah, it's very, very worth. That was not a very good kill. I just got the Sapphire Bolt procs right away, and we got a several second PV. I wish I'd brought these Sapphire Bolts at the beginning, because I would have saved so much time on these kills. Holy cow. Another sub 2 on another, like, mediocre kill. Actually insane. You're right, Petville. You've never steered me wrong. I should have never doubted you. That's nasty. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord, that's disgusting. Wow, another shard. The Venator shard luck continues to be incredible. Did that drag me out? It did, didn't it? That was such a long trip. There was so much loot on the ground there. What? It's embarrassing. Occasionally, you just get massive supply drop after massive supply drop, and you just got a ton of stuff sitting on the ground. But that is KC number 600. They changed again how Phantom works so that if he's moving towards you when he does a melee attack like this, he'll always hit a 0. That was something that happened on day 1, but then they changed it. But now, as long as he's moving and you have Protect Melee up, he'll always hit a 0. So I'm swapping back to Thralls because I think it's easy enough to be able to make sure that he's moving when he's doing his attack. That should hopefully get a little extra DPS in and make up for the fact that I don't have my suffering anymore with a little extra chip damage. So that means that we gained 2 new collection log slots this video, but since they were from before Phantom, we're still at 11-12 total log slots, and we are at rank 96 on the collection log high scores. Of course, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and you too can become a camper without ever having to touch grass. Also, I'm running low on bank suggestions to open up Wintertodt crates, so if you've got a new one that I haven't tried already, let me know, and I'll open up crates there, and if I get the pet, I'll open up easy caskets there. So I'm excited to hear what kind of weird banks you guys have in store for me, and until next time, happy camping.